Please give a warm welcome. Here he is.
Give it up for the Wolf Man, everybody. Give it up for yourselves for making it out in 10 inches of snow. That global warming's really kicking in, isn't it? I don't know. I'm Jason Robbins, recovering alcoholic, dope fiend, lying, cheating, stealing, no license, drunk driving, rob my Alzheimer's grandma, take money from a retarded child bastard. My favorite drug of choice? Yours, bitch. I'm allergic to alcohol. Every time I drink that stuff, I break out in handcuffs. Yeah. I knew my drinking was getting out of hand when my wife started buying me pull-ups. Good, I'm not the only one. We had to put 2 dogs to sleep before they ever figured out it was me. I wasn't saying nothing. Man's best friend. Take one for the team, sucker. I don't know, drugs and alcohol, it's all through my family. It makes material easy. I'm not up here doing jokes. I'm doing testimony on my life here. I don't know, my sister, she's not doing too good. She's anorexic and bulimic. Who knew the side effects of that were snorting heroin and smoking crack? Yeah. She looked so bad, I sent pictures of her to Ethiopia. They sent money back. Yeah, my brother, he's the same way. He graduated from the real school of hard knocks. He got his GED while he was in prison. Yeah. I don't know, my mom and dad, they're like, look what your brother's doing with his life. Look at this, he's doing something. I'm like, yeah, that's great. He should Elmer's glue that to his Crayola resume and get that right over to Fisher Price. Here they're looking for somebody in the Lego department over there. I don't know. In case you haven't noticed, I come from an Appalachian family. No. Yeah. 2nd generation out of the mountains. 1st generation to go to city jail. I'm always making my family proud. I come from an inbred family, which isn't a bad thing. Makes the holidays easy. You only have to go to one house. I don't know, my grandma died, my grandpa married my grandma's sister, and my dad's brother married my mom's niece. I wanted to bone my 3rd cousin, but now it's my 1st cousin. Yeah, CSI ain't got nothing on my family. Half a fingerprint, 2 generations of suspects. I don't know, I come from a family deep in tradition. My great-great-grandpa fought in World War I. My grandpa fought in World War II. My dad fought in Korea and Nam. I fought the war on drugs and lost miserably. They sent me to the front lines. I snorted every one of them. Yeah, you ever have a bad night out drinking? Everyone was like that for me. Where's my Jägermeister drinkers? Yeah! Yeah, they should call that instant blackout. Every time I drink that stuff, I wake up in weird situations. I was coming home one night drinking Jägermeister, you know, just glad to make it to the house, you know what I mean? Just hoping the cops don't get you. It's mission impossible. The music's playing. You're just praying that you make it. I make it to the house. I go up the stairs, and somewhere I must have made a wrong turn. I get into bed, and all of a sudden I hear this voice. Jason, is that you? I thought God was talking to me. All of a sudden, my dad goes, get the hell out of my bed. I said, Dad, are you as horny as I am? I just ended a 9-year relationship with Satan's sister. Yeah. I don't know. Marriage is a sacred institution. I've been in a lot of institutions, and that was the worst. It's the only one I ever got raped in. Yeah, my wife went on a diet right after we got married. Maybe you've heard of it. The Snatkins diet. Apparently it's a high-fat, low-sex, no-work diet. Kicked in right after I said I do. Yeah, went to bed with Miss America, woke up 3 years later with the Michelin bitch. Yeah, there wasn't any road hazard warranty on that. Couldn't patch it, couldn't plug it. She had a vagina like a catcher's mitt. I know, because while I was working second shift, it was catching every weenie on the block. Yeah, where's all my poor people at? Yeah. I remember when I had good credit 402 bushes ago. I hate George Bush, man. I see somebody drinking Bush beer, I sucker punch them. Bad credit, that's like financial AIDS, man. I don't know. I don't even open up my bills till they come in colored envelopes. Yellow with red writing, you're going to want to get on that immediately. You really don't realize how much you use water until they shut that stuff off. I'll never forget the look on that dog's face when I was crapping in his yard. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Work's not going too good. I'm always in trouble there. My boss comes up the other day. He's like, Jason, is everything a joke to you? I'm like, no, I take that piss test policy really serious. And if you're going to want me to take one, I'm going to need at least a 30-day study hall. Or we're going to have to hire a designated pisser for third shift. I don't know what else is going on in the world. I don't know. I was out here up in Fairfield I was back in the summer. I was driving around, I turned into this neighborhood, and it was a neighborhood not like the one I grew up in. You know, I turned into it, and the people were smiling as if they enjoyed life. They had yards. They had grass in their yards. They had bicycles, and they weren't in a hurry. They were riding it like it was their bicycle. They had helmets on, elbow pads, knee pads. It looked like they were going to war. You see somebody wearing a helmet in my neighborhood, you don't want to make eye contact with them. It's either a cop, somebody that nods out on heroin a lot, or a 52-year-old super tard riding a 10-speed with the handlebars flipped upside down. Talking about, watch this wee-wee. I'm Jason Robbins. That's my time. You all been awesome. Thanks for having me.
So when did you get started in comedy?
It was about 4.5 years ago. I was sitting in the kitchen ripping on my father, and he said, "You think you're funny? Why don't you go down to Funny Bone and try some jokes?" And I got in a class down there, and I ended up like being the best one in the class. And the guy was like, "I've never seen anybody do that good their first time out." You know, he said. So I started doing it ever since. You know, it's just real joy.
That's awesome. And where do you usually get your material?
From my family and true stories, actually. Unfortunately, my pain brings joy to others. You know, that's never thought it would happen, but it does.
Do you have a website or anything where fans can contact you?
Well, I'm on Facebook, naturally, Jason Robbins. I'm on MySpace, Jason Robbins on there, too. You can find me or any of my family on jailtracker.com. And I'm currently got a website being built right now, actually.
Okay, that's awesome. And any upcoming gigs?
Well, I'll be out in Milford at Gravy's this Saturday. And then next Saturday, I'll be in Hebron at the Brick House. Budweiser sets up shows for us, and we do them mostly in pubs and bars. Narcotics Anonymous convention coming up in Lima, Ohio. That should be a really good one for me. Other than that, that's about it for right now.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for coming to Cincy.
Thanks for having me.